Hi, it's Linda Corrigan. I'm the Lead Training and Compliance Officer for Northern Lincolnshire and Goole NHS Foundation Trust. I've worked here for 19 years now. Because of the different types of qualifications our staff need to stay in statutory compliance, we have to work towards the HTMs. So there's various different programmes that they need. We've also worked with various other companies across the country. What we saw, some of it is quite unique and you can only get it from certain places. So, but we've been working with PPL for quite a few years now, and we've done quite a few courses, and they've developed more courses that helps us. We like to try and keep everything as close to home as possible. Obviously, all our staff often have to travel for the courses that they do. Can be a week's course, 5-day course, or longer in some cases. So the closer they are to home, some people will travel daily, and then sometimes we get accommodation for them. Staff have complimented the training programmes I've been on, and they've been quite happy with their tutors on various different courses. So it's progressed from there. I cover the training budget and the spend for our whole Estates and Facilities department. So within that, PPL provide most of our statutory requirements for the engineering sections. So we're covered on our water courses, our gas pipe systems, our electrical works. So we get CPLV people trained up so that they're qualified to do the works on site, which is great. And we also have the benefit of some courses are done in-house, so we can get a larger cohort done. So that's really good. Yeah, definitely benefited the staff and the legal side of what we need to cover to make sure our works continue. I think there's various challenges. We work with ageing buildings, unfortunately. So the cost to demolish and rebuild a whole building is not viable, and obviously we're not the only trust in the country that would require such drastic change. So we have got to look at keeping our buildings going and keeping them fit for purpose, keeping them safe. It's all about patient safety at the end of the day. We need to make sure we provide a service. Alongside that, our estate's maintenance is really paramount. So keeping our staff up to date with all the latest innovations that come through, things that can support us and support the staff, is an absolute must. We try to provide here at NLAG a continuous training programme so that anything new, as for instance recently the ventilation health technical memorandums were upgraded and updated, so we knew that we had to get our staff onto that programme straight after so that they were up to speed with the new changes. We do ensure that our staff are certainly refreshed on a regular basis. With the AP competencies, it supports the CP guys, the guys who are actually on the ground doing the work, the support that they have and the knowledge that they can pass on, we've found invaluable. It's a learning curve from start to finish. And if our estates officers are appointed person standards, then we know that the work that trickles down into our competent persons is sound and up to date. So it's a continuous programme. It's something here at NLAG that we amalgamated it into one whole pot, hence I'm the lead in booking out training and making sure the right person gets the right training for the right job. It's a saving money process, even though we're spending money, because we're spending it in the right places and the right people are getting the right training. And it's a continuous benefit. It's definitely beneficial to the trust and what we hope to provide going forward. It's not limited to just engineering, it's a wider picture and it covers the trust as a whole. Bearing in mind we have 3 sites, and we are also working closely with Huff over at Hull, so we hope to progress any training out across the region really. It's absolutely fabulous. I mean, PPL's programme has improved. They've put new programmes on recently that we've actually taken advantage of, especially the medical gases are new to the programme, so we've taken advantage of that and sent staff on that. As I say, we like to work local and keep local, and PPL are great for that, so and any new programmes they recognise and introduce, and it does support for us. One of the things I look for is certification. So I need to know that I can quantify my staff's training with the certification to support that they've had the correct training for the correct jobs. Obviously working within the healthcare environment, we choose to follow the HTMs, which is the Health Technical Memorandums, that are put out for various disciplines. We ensure that when we get training provided by anybody externally, that they understand that they need to match those HTMs and that we're getting that training so that person is suitably qualified to do what we're saying they're doing. So I would always look for that. Obviously PPL do that across the board on what they're delivering, so it's definitely something I look for. I do liaise with other trusts on various things. I'm at the moment a part of a HEFMA group that we've amalgamated up north for Estates and Facilities. It's a newly formed group, but we're starting to share ideas there, so that's stretching across Nottingham, Sheffield and various other trusts that have started joining in this particular group just for E&F, just for training purposes. So we've literally established that just recently, but we're starting to share who we get what from. Certainly for anything north of the country, I mean obviously they have Livingston and Slough also that you deliver to, so if the worst came to the worst and we couldn't get the York places, we know we've got another option to send staff to another place to get our training done. The support I get from John over the years and the flexibility is fantastic, and that's what I'm looking for. Things change, things happen. Obviously through when COVID hit, it is a phenomenon nobody expected. Everything I got from PPL during that time was fantastic. It was supportive and it was flexible. Flexibility is huge. We do have a turnover of staff on occasion, so there'll be times when I need to quickly get somebody on a course who's just joined the company but requires a certain qualification to continue with their role, and it's great in getting that from PPL.